This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Tuesday, August 11th, 2026, in the morning. Today we track the release of the Needle 2 Agentic model, an in-depth analysis of how Claude marks AI-generated content, the emergence of the DeadLock Ransomware, and the impact of the scaffolding research on AI coding costs. A significant development in Edge AI has arrived with the release of Needle 2. This model is a 14-megabyte agentic language model designed specifically for phones, wearables, and microcontrollers. It is capable of running a full session in 28 megabytes of RAM. Needle 2 utilizes 45 million parameters and is built to handle complex tool calls, device manipulation, and structured data extraction. This is a discovery pick. It represents a functional shift toward local, persistent agentic capability that does not rely on cloud latency or remote data processing. It matters because it moves AI interaction from a cloud-first paradigm to a device-resident one, effectively turning everyday hardware into autonomous actors without risking privacy by sending data to central servers.
Anthropic has provided detailed documentation on how Claude marks AI-generated content. This follows rising concerns regarding deepfake proliferation and source attribution. The system uses specific metadata embedding and stylistic watermarking to identify outputs. This documentation is an update to previous efforts by the company to establish a standard for model-generated content transparency. It serves as a defensive signal. By setting these standards now, developers hope to create a verifiable ecosystem where AI-authored data can be programmatically distinguished from human work, theoretically, aiding security teams in identifying automated influence operations or mass-produced phishing.
Security researchers at Microsoft Threat Intelligence have identified the DeadLock ransomware. This operation distinguishes itself by using a Rust-based encryptor and a decentralized recovery infrastructure. Unlike traditional groups that host their leak sites and communication portals on centralized, easily takedowns-prone infrastructure, DeadLock utilizes distributed systems to facilitate negotiations and data extortion. The use of Rust allows for more resilient, cross-platform malware that is harder for traditional memory scanning tools to detect compared to older C++-based variants. This shift toward decentralized command and control marks a maturation in ransomware tactics, making the disruption of their operations significantly more difficult for law enforcement. A controlled study from the archive community has highlighted that the cost of running an AI coding agent depends more on the scaffolding, the software architecture driving the agent, than on the language model itself. The researchers compared the model context protocol against standard command line interfaces across 7 agent architectures. They found that highly efficient scaffolding can drastically reduce the number of tokens required to complete complex software tasks. This research is critical for enterprise developers currently facing the cost of code crisis, proving that optimizing the interface and the way an agent interacts with tools is more economically vital than simply scaling up to larger models. Community chatter is currently centered on 3 significant topics. First, security practitioners are highlighting the Mozilla Foundation's revocation of its Firefox and Thunderbird Linux signing keys after the keys were found in a private repository. This remains a critical supply chain concern. Sysadmins are urged to audit their build pipelines for any stored secrets that might have been compromised. Second, the security community is monitoring the emergence of click-fix malware infrastructure on the Polygon blockchain. This technique hides command and control nodes directly within blockchain transactions, making it exceptionally difficult to block via standard firewall rules based on IP reputation. Third, emerging tools. Developers are trending toward the new chatbot template from Shadcon UI. Built on Next.js and the Vercel AI Gateway, it is being praised for its minimal footprint and ease of integration. Finally, security analysts are investigating reports of authenticated server-side request forgery flaws within the OpenShift console webhook helpers. Organizations utilizing OpenShift for container orchestration should prioritize these updates, as these flaws allow attackers to bypass egress restrictions and target internal privileged endpoints.